All right, welcome to the podcast. This is episode 26, something new. Open up with Hefebossup. Long time coming for this interview. My man's got the surgical mask on, because COVID season.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What's going on, man? How you been doing?
Shit, just vibing and surviving. And y'all need to catch them cops that killed Breonna Taylor for real. Y'all need to do something about that.
That's a fact.
On God, like right now. Not tomorrow, not next week. Do that shit right now, cause motherfuckers gonna start tearing shit up again, and y'all not gonna like it. So, just saying.
Yeah, it's come to a point where, like, the peaceful protests and everything like that, since I feel like the higher ups and police are just looking at it like, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do shit. Oh, you tried to burn City Hall? That didn't work, huh?
Yeah.
It's okay. So now, like you said, if it doesn't change, shit's gonna get real nasty, really, really nasty.
Yeah, and then when it gets like that, like, I don't know, like, man, we try to be Martin Luther King, but people make us want to be Malcolm X.
Right.
You feel me? That's how I feel. Like, world bugged out, but
I mean, it's at this, like I said, it's not even. It's just so disrespectful. It's just so disrespectful to have these people on TV. Like, we clearly know that you went into the wrong house and killed this woman.
Yeah.
And almost killed her man.
Yeah, and
for protecting her.
He's locked up because
he's still locked up.
Yeah, I think so.
I thought they let him out.
They let him out.
I thought they did.
I was about to say, because I keep seeing joints like memes on IG, like he's still like locked up. You feel me? Like. And they only because they charged him like assault on an officer and shit because he beat the shit out the officer. Right. You feel me? Like,
wow, wow.
It's a crazy world we live in.
That's the justice system for you, though. Like, people gonna get off. The people who gonna get off are the people they want to get off and not. Well, they sent what's her name to jail, Amber Geiger, who killed Botham Jean.
Yeah, but I feel like they not doing it fast enough. This shit got to be efficient. And when I see Trump get on TV, and when the lady asked him like, what do you think about the police brutality against unarmed black men? And the first thing he responded to her with, what about the white men?
Oh shit, I didn't even see that.
What about, he's like, what about the white men? What about, did you see that the statistics show that more white men are killed by police than black men? And I'm sitting here like, you don't even know the real statistics. As a president, like you're the president, you don't know the real statistics. Mind you, it's like the dude in Tonawanda shot at cops. He shot two cops.
Yeah, right. And there's a lot to tell you about it.
Shot a cop through the door and shot one with a rifle from the top of a building. Right. And then, but they didn't kill him.
No, yeah,
they didn't kill him. They might have beat the shit out of him. He looked a little beat up, but that's gonna happen. Right. But y'all didn't kill him? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's just an example of how blind some people are.
Mm. Right. As far as any, like, favoritism goes and people trying to say, oh, no, white privilege doesn't exist, you can look at any of the exact, couldn't think of the word example for some reason. Any of the examples that, like you said, shooting at police, they took that church shooter in, got him Burger King. The kid who shot up the movie theater in Aurora, Colorado, he was totally fine. So it's just a nasty world. Were you at any of the protests this year?
Nah, see, the reason I wasn't at the protest this year was because I don't wait for things to go viral for me to do them or already be a part of it. Like, when my man's Meech got killed 2 years ago by cops in the West Side, you feel me? It was real fucked up. It was real fucked up, and because it was not on camera, it was on a late night. I had to watch all these racist motherfuckers on Channel 4 website on Facebook. Like, I got blocked from Facebook for a minute due to me having to go at all these racist motherfuckers that, like, you gotta check that page, bro. Like, anytime it's something to do with a black person and some type of crime, be it was, you don't know if they're guilty or not, or it was just assumption, or they were brought in for something. I guarantee you 9 out of 10 odds you're gonna see a high percentage of racist people on them comments. Black people are always doing this. Black people deserve this. Y'all are fucking up the economy. Y'all doing this, that, and the third. And majority of them people don't even have pictures of themselves as their profile pictures because they know what time it is.
Of course, yeah. They're there to literally stir the pot.
Yeah.
It's like these people, to me, they don't exist.
And so I be wondering, like, why Channel 4 News, why don't you block out those comments?
Right.
Like we get silenced on Facebook by Mark Zuckerberg, but it's like when you feel me, when it's like y'all had these live streams and shit, or y'all post something, that shit don't get blocked.
Right.
Like, it don't get blocked. I've reported people saying wild shit, still didn't get blocked. Right. You feel me? And I'm sitting here like, but I can get restricted from a few people saying, like, the girl was just raving about Trump this, Trump that, Trump this, Trump that, and I was like, well, make sure Trump sends out them stimulus checks too. Joking and shit. First thing she says, yeah, I'm sure you need it with your 5 kids and your 5 baby mothers.
See, that's what they love
you
to
feel
go
me?
at.
Like,
it's like, you guys are corny. Come up with something else. Jesus.
Right? I'm like, bitch, I don't got no kids.
Right.
I don't got no baby mamas. Bitch, watch your mouth, because you know you be sucking pumpkin spice dildo dick. That's exactly what Trump is. A pumpkin spice dildo, and you sucking him right now. What happens? Restricted.
Wow.
Restricted.
Wow.
Restricted. I'm like, oh, okay. So what she said to me wasn't, oh.
Right, yeah, double standards.
You feel me? That's why I said the news. That's why I don't fuck with the news for real, especially like because news be fake news. You feel me?
Right.
A lot of it is fake news.
Right.
Built on
100%.
assumption and fake news, like putting people out, hanging people out to dry on social media. You feel me? Or in public. You feel me? And I just know, like, if I see any of you motherfuckers that I ever seen on them pages being racist, we gonna talk live in person. I go everywhere. I go Lockport, East Aurora, Cheektowaga, Amherst, Tonawanda. I go all them places. West Seneca. I be out and around. So if I see one of y'all in grocery stores, anything, I'ma ask you. I don't care if you with your kids, grandma, nieces, aunties. I'ma ask you. And if you have any type of problem with me live in person, we gonna take that shit outside, and I'm gonna show you what this Black Lives Matter shit is really about. All right, kneeling and all that. You gonna feel everything. 1,000 years of ass whoopings. That's what you gonna feel. You feel me? But other than that, I grew up around white people. I love my white people. That's a fact. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been able to tell the difference between somebody who was racist or who wasn't. You feel me? Like, right. And I would separate myself from them. I don't keep them type of people around me.
Right.
But that's the same for every race. I've known people that were Asian that was racist as fuck to black people, but motherfucker might have been my friend, but he'll say some shit and I'll be like, oh, like I'm not right here. Oh, all right. Oh, and it makes me think like, oh, so I know what type of shit you be on. You feel me?
Behind closed doors.
I done drew lines with a bunch of people that I knew or ran into or I done been cool with just because they, no matter what they race is, you gonna be racist towards somebody else? Okay, cool. And it's not joking, you feel me? It's be hurtful shit that motherfuckers be saying, or it be like, you feel me? It just be fucked up shit, and I can't get down with that shit. That shit can't be around me. That shit is just not. It's that type of energy is not allowed around.
Right. Have you said any of this in your music at all?
I mean, like I look at it like sometimes like I feel like I'm not at a point where even me where I could say too much, you feel me? I feel like I got a voice and I do use it and I do promote like everything else, but I feel like sometimes like situations like boom, like when the whole George Floyd situation happened, like I kind of slowed down on music. I stayed out the studio. I was really pushing with the advocacy on social media through Twitter, Facebook, and IG. And just I kind of just took that's my way of giving back and making sure that people can see that I'm understanding of it. I'm in it. I've dealt with police brutality myself.
Right.
But it's like, you feel me, like I don't want to do something like that and then say like be out here for streams, like you feel me, like, and I'm not saying that other people are, but I just know how I go. I put my all into everything I release, and I don't want to release something knowingly like, yo, I'm gonna make some money off of this, and I know I can donate and things like that, but I'd be like, man, I'd rather be able to give back. Like if I'm like, if there was something more I could do, like if I was able to, like, I don't know, like do a rally or some shit like that, like I would have, but my form of giving back is just different, you feel me? Like I feel like it's like that for a lot of people. Like not everybody went and made a song, you feel me? And I feel like also, I don't know, I feel like that song's gonna come from me because I don't feel like we're ever gonna get past this. As long as we could live to like be 100, I feel like we still not. It's gonna be it's always gonna be that little bit of racism, or it's a little bit of. It's always a bad apple in a bunch somewhere. You feel me? And it's gonna keep going. So I feel like when it comes to me having a song like that, and I'm one of them people too. Like I record a song like that, I might just sit on it. It might be in the cut. It just might be something that I just randomly drop, just because I'm feeling like that way. Like. Cop might have pissed me off that day, so I'm like, nah, I'm gonna drop this. Or you feel me, like it might take another death for me to see it on TV. Like I'm fed up with it too, but I'm also hurt because when my man's Meech died and we protested downtown outside while Mayor Byron Brown was in the Statler Tower eating dinner, all he had was cops lined up outside the joint protecting it. We wasn't gonna go in there,
right?
But my whole thing was, I look at it like, man, it was just like 30 of us out there, 40 of us in the cold.
Right.
When I see everything like now, I feel like that's what brings me back to the point. I don't gotta wait for something to go viral for me to want to get active about it. Like I was active about it 2 years ago when they killed Meech. Two cops killed Meech and they got off. Nobody in this. I had 800 people share my shit on his memorial on Facebook. But it was 40 of us out there,
right?
And that kind of, that's why I said some people is fake when it comes to this stuff. Like, I feel like some people is fake when it comes to this stuff because when it happened to somebody in your own city, like, or when they killed the dude Pito in Riverside and they shot him, in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they said that he shot at them because the cop's ear was nicked, but it was nicked from hitting something in the car. You feel me? Like. So his partner shot him, and they both got off. These cops get off in Buffalo, in your own city, and nobody. Not enough. I'm not gonna say nobody because people have we like. I was with it, and there was people out there, but it wasn't enough. All this shit, like how it is now. I ain't gonna lie, shit. The reason things go viral, like George Floyd went viral, is because the people in that own city weren't going to stand down while that shit happened, regardless of it being a video. Because even if there wasn't no video, I feel like there would have been an uprising. But in Buffalo, people don't get behind like things. I feel like till it's trendy, and that's what fucked me up. So I feel like that's why I wasn't out there. Like that's why I probably don't really got a song to it now. I got a song for my man's Meech, but I'm still sitting on that, and I want to drop that. But it talks about the police brutality in there. It talks about because shit, police brutality happened to me. Like shit, what, a month before that, you know what I'm saying? Like 2 days before Christmas, you feel me? Like, and I was in the holding center on Christmas, you feel, Christmas Eve, Christmas.
Wow. Just
because some bullshit, there's a curfew, and motherfuckers tried to put their hands on me, and I beat both them the fuck up. Both cops, and they was court officers, you feel me? And the first thing they hit me with was assault on officer. They had indecent exposure because they said that's what the charge was. That's why the arresting officer pulled up, because he was heard the call for indecent exposure. I'm like, bro, what? Mind you, I'm just chilling. I'm just cooling. I'm cool with my man. I just came out my man Cilio Cruz house. You feel me?
Where was this at?
It was shit. It was like, what's those apartments? That's those Shorelines apartments that used to be across the street from Hutch Tech, damn near. Okay, I know what you mean. That area. Yeah, you feel me? Like I was coming to my man's house. We was cool. We was just cooling. Me and my man's KD and my man Cilio, we was just cooling. We was just cooling. We left. As soon as we left the apartment, these motherfuckers was like, "Oh, it's where's your ID?" I'm like, "I don't got my ID on me." "Oh, don't you know it's a curfew?" I'm like, you know, around that time it gets dark at like 7:00.
Right, but what was there a curfew for?
Nothing.
So there wasn't a curfew.
Right, there wasn't a curfew. So at that point, I'm looking at these motherfuckers like, oh yeah, they on some shit. Right, so the first thing, the one cop grabbed me by my wrist. I felt, bruh, and it was funny because I'm like, y'all niggas get trained. I was beating the shit out these niggas. I'm like, y'all niggas get trained. Like, what type of shit, you feel me? Like, right. I'm like, y'all niggas wasn't doing nothing with me to a point where the only reason I stopped beating on the one cop was because I looked to my right and a whole family was because they had the long windows and shit. I got whole families looking out their long ass curtains, just looking, watching. They're watching this whole shit go down.
Right.
This is before the arresting officers even pull up. So now I'm sitting here like, man, what the fuck? By the time I turn around and look back down, this cop got his gun drawn at me. All his badges and all that shit was tucked. They would look like two regular white dudes walking up on me trying to, like, on some random shit. I don't know what the fuck going on, bro. Don't touch me, bro.
Right.
You feel me? So these motherfuckers, the arresting officers show up. They pat me down, all that other shit. And they still feel like they still gotta take me in. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a short drive, you know, like 2 minutes literally from like
right there
downtown. Yeah. So I'm sitting here mad as hell, like, bruh, I really just went through this shit. Like, y'all put me through this shit for what? For what? I'm sitting in the bullpen mad as hell, but it's crazy. I'm not even cuffed up yet. Like, I got my phone. You feel me? Still with me. I'm chilling. And they keep peeking back. Like, why is he still free? Like, because I fucked their asses up. And it's crazy, bro, because when I go back to court, like, after I get out, Christmas Eve, bro, and they was talking mad shit to me in there too, bro. When I'm in there, you got the motherfuckers in there. Oh yeah, you better be calling somebody, making sure you got a good lawyer. Like, I really beat up an actual cop. I'm like, first off, y'all court officers, and second, even if you was an actual cop, motherfucker, I was gonna do that shit regardless, cause y'all ain't about to put your hands on me after telling me it's a curfew. It's just not about to go like that. It's not about to go like that. You feel me? Like, I know my rights, so the second you put your hands on me, you was wrong.
Right.
And I have the right to whoop your ass at that point, you feel me? And that's that whole shit. These motherfuckers...
And I'm sure they walked up on you and didn't identify themselves.
Nah. Hell nah.
Of course not.
Hell no. Hell no.
So it's like, how could you get in trouble for that? I never understood that.
Bro, the paperwork was so ridiculous, you feel me? The paperwork even showed, like, I'm sitting in court laughing at the paperwork, because I'm like, y'all motherfuckers said I was indecently exposing myself out at the Shoreline Apartments around the premises. Then y'all adding on all the assault on an officer in a second degree, 2 counts. I think it was some bullshit like there's some type of verbal assault or verbal alter, like what a cop is like. That's a charge too or some shit, because I'm calling these motherfuckers pussy, bitches, all. Cause yeah, motherfuckers, cause I'm upset. Like, I'm black. I know I blacked the fuck out. You feel me? Like, so I'm like, yo, man, I'm just looking at these charges and I'm like, my public pretender sitting there, man, listen, just go with it. I'm like, bro, I didn't do shit. He's just like, just let me talk. I'm like, bro, I didn't do shit, bro. I literally, when I say I didn't do shit, I did nothing. Believe me or not, I didn't do shit. Now, we go to court. It's crazy because when we go to court, like, I see the arresting officer over in the bullpen, because you know they be sitting over in the bullpen on the side. I see the dude that actually came to arrest me and take me down. It's crazy because while I was in the holding center, he came back Christmas Eve, then came back Christmas, told me Merry Christmas, and gave me a motherfucking PB&J sandwich and a juice. And then he told me, he's like, not all of us are bad. You know what I'm saying? So I keep sitting here like, bro, fuck all of that stupid shit you keep saying, bro. Like, not all of y'all are bad. Like,
what?
Enough. Like, bro, you
get me the fuck out of here.
You was the one that you had the power as a dude, arresting officer, to come and be like, he's good. You just patted me down. He's good.
Right.
I didn't have my ID, so I gave him my name. He looked my name up in the shit, looked at it. I could tell he found it. There was nothing on my shit, and this nigga still was like, we gotta take you down. I'm like, bro, you had the power to do some shit at that point in time. Seeing your friends, pals, court officers off duty fucked up.
Right.
Because they fucked up. You could have did something about it.
Right.
But no, first thing you thought was, I'm gonna still take you downtown because that's what I have. No, that's not what you have to do, bro.
Right.
You feel me? So he was in the bullpen, chilling. I'm sitting over here grilling the bullpen, like, and mind you, when I walked into court, I walked right past these motherfuckers. One motherfucker nose got the bandages on it, shit like it was bleeding. The other motherfucker eye swole. Bruh, I know I blacked out on these motherfuckers, and I didn't have no scars, no nothing. These motherfuckers didn't get anything on me because they was trying to wrestle me. Like, what the fuck type shit is y'all on? I'm about to fuck y'all motherfuckers up. Like, so my whole thing was, these motherfuckers on the paperwork, it was like, it had like what was wrong, like what was specifically wrong with each officer. Like I didn't break shit, but I really bruised rib, bruised eye, like motherfuckers accounted for every scrape and bruise they had. On right. God, the shit is ridiculous. Like, bro, I'm sitting here like, okay, so what, they're just trying to make this look real bad on me? So
right.
Like, I know what they're trying to do, and I'm sitting here like, man, this shit could go real bad. When I walked past them, I had to walk around. When I realized it's them and I'm looking, I'm like, yo, I'm about to entirely avoid them motherfuckers walking in the court. I walked diagonally past their ass. And I'm thinking like, man, when my name called, they about to come right up this bullpen. They never came out. They never came to the bullpen. By the time my name was called, bro, they never came to the bullpen. And I'm sitting here like, I should have known they wouldn't do the shit, because now at this point they got engaged. Now it's an investigation. Now it's some shit about it where they have to account for everything that happened to that night, and motherfuckers would have told them off the rip they fucked up.
Right.
So they just, and I'm like, damn, I'd have countershoot, I did all of that good shit. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers, man, but it just go to show, like, little shit like that could happen. Like, to where you powerless, it's middle of the night, like, it's only 7 o'clock, but it's dark, ain't nobody outside but me and my mans. They thought I was probably selling dope to my mans, because my white boy KD that I was with, you feel me, he was from Batavia. So, you know what I'm saying? He like a punk rock star type shit that they probably thought I'm selling him dope or some shit, you feel me? Like, I ain't selling him shit. Like, he had my weed on him, you feel me? Like, I'm like, I ain't have it on me apparently I ain't have it on me for that reason, because you feel me, at that time, they was still on shit about weed. They'd found an ounce on me, they'd treated it like it was crack.
Right, for sure.
That's what,
that was a couple years ago, right?
That would have been like December. That was December. So yeah, that was like, you know what I'm saying, like 2.5.
Okay. Wow. I'm glad that you got out of that.
No, that's a fact, bro. Cause that's why I be sitting here like, I'm like, damn, them look like some serious charges on the paperwork, and I still keep the paperwork to this day, just to be like, just to show people like, yo, that shit could happen. And motherfuckers be looking at it laughing like, you did this shit? I'm like, yeah, bro, I did this shit, but it's not like I just be out here like, oh, a cop like walked up on me and asked me something. Yeah, like I was about to try to beat up on cops. I'm like, it was a situation where I didn't know what was going on, so I had to defend myself regardless. You feel me? And then that just happened to turn out that way.
Right. Damn. Any other weird run-ins with cops?
Shit, bro, I done got pulled over and it had been the white cops, and the black cop would sit his ass back in the cut and be a little pussy ass bitch, and the white cops be talking all types of wild to motherfuckers like, smells like a strip club in here. Like, bro, what?
What does that even mean?
Where are you guys coming from? I'm like, y'all motherfuckers got some shit wrong with y'all.
No, honestly, it's really something wrong with these cops. Like
the mental evaluation test must not be strong enough.
No, I don't think it is. I was literally just in an conversation last night with somebody about how the cops like don't do their shit and how they are actually crazy people. It's like the people from high school, like the ones that sat in the corner, that's not a joke. That's really what these people are. They were sitting there telling me like, oh man, I almost got in the academy, but the only reason I didn't is because I had a DUI or whatever. I was like, I'm surprised they didn't just accept you. And it was like, oh, you know where you could go? You could go to New York City. Like, now just think about that. Our agency won't accept you, but you could probably go to New York City and fuck people up if you wanted to. What? So that's what people are being told. It's like, oh, just try that little town over there. You could probably get away with some shit.
Hell no.
Yeah, so this whole system needs reform. I don't agree with defunding the police. I think they need more funding. Why? Because that would give them more training.
I feel
They need to
like
go to college
I don't
for
know.
a good 8 years before you can get on the street and do this stupid shit.
Nah, I don't know. I feel like I say, man, like, cause it's a lot of money into the cops that I feel like they don't deserve because it's for all the shit that be going down. Like, I feel like not defund them too. I say take a percentage, and I say I feel like because there's so much money that's involved in police already that the training could have been better. It's
Right, right.
there's some people. There's people in between that's pocketing shit or giving them way too much in they checks or however whatever the fuck however that shit's going. Like it's something up with it, and I feel like man, just like they just gotta know like you can't be fucking people up like that.
I mean, bro, it's the original gang. So, like, they gonna stick together. Plus, they got the government behind them.
Oh yeah.
You really can't beat the cops unless everyone was together and then they went at them. But then you got a whole nother issue because then they got the military behind that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what has to change, but
Trump got to get the fuck out the office. That's the first thing that got to change.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I've been looking up some shit to where like he does a couple of good things, but the majority of him being racist and all of this other shit outweighs any good thing that he does or law that he sets in place.
Right.
Because it's just asinine shit. It's shit that you should know that you can't do. You just can't be like that.
Or say.
Yeah, like that. Like I said, that comment about what about white males getting. I'm like, where the fuck is that? Show me that. I gotta see where white males is getting hung and shit and
right, exactly,
motherfucking randomly ran down on.
Right.
Like, I don't see that.
Right.
I'm sure there's a couple out there, but the percentage of that compared to black males being killed, shit, black women being killed by cops,
abducted.
Like, yeah.
Like, and that's something that just got to the forefront. Like, oh, sex trafficking. Bro, it's been going on, and they've been telling you about it. And y'all was like, that's not sensational enough yet. But now that they got a figurehead behind it, this Jeffrey Epstein bitch, and fucking Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah.
Now it's like, ooh, that's hot. That's hot for TV. We gonna talk about that. Let's get all these celebrities out of here. Yeah, like, but when it was happening before and we were telling you about it, y'all was like, no. Oh, you know it's hot. Climate change, yeah. Oh, you know it's hot. Trump just said grab him by the pussy. So like you said earlier, the media, the news, you really shouldn't trust. Only the good thing that Trump did say when he came in was like the news is fake. Oh shit, you admitted that. Kudos to you. But the divisiveness, if you just sit on TV all day and just play, you just play games like you're a troll. You're an actual troll.
If the world's gonna end, he just gonna tweet it.
For sure, no, for sure. It's like, yo, I was sitting in the meeting, they said da da da, and that's how we'll find out.
Yeah, if you ain't on Twitter, you gonna find out late as hell. Like,
you gonna find out when bombs touch down. Like, yeah. Oh, what is that?
Oh shit! Like, bruh, I can't. That's why I said he gotta go.
Yeah,
he's got to.
I agree. What do you think about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris? Since we're on topics of politics,
I like Harris.
You do?
Kinda. You feel me? Like, but I feel like Biden touches women, and that is just like Donald Trump. That's might be the only reason why I'm not voting, because I feel like they both touch women, and
yeah, well, Biden touches kids too.
Shit, touching period.
Yeah.
No means no, and the things you already know, you should already know.
Right.
And it's just for me. I'm like, well, great. We gotta they said, like, you should never want to have to vote for the lesser of the two evils.
Right. Which was the issue last time.
Yeah. It's like well, here's your options. Well, even I like Bernie Sanders, but even with Bernie Sanders, like, he's naive to like thinking that we'll never have to pay taxes. Whoever set this shit up in our country originally our taxes, no matter how much money they already have that we don't have to, they don't need our tax money to pay for shit. They really don't. They can go print more money. But at the end of the day, whoever set that shit up, we are going to forever have taxes to pay on shit that's going to go to everybody else but us.
Right.
And then they're going to give us a little bit of a tiny percentage and be like, here's your tax return.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, but you work for this money. Okay, well, where's the rest of it?
Right. We're schools, jails, parks, and
the lottery.
Yeah, lotteries and shit that you might not even have no involvement in.
Right. And you gotta pay the police. Oh, you gotta pay the president. Oh, you gotta pay all your politicians.
Like y'all motherfuckers couldn't pay the police yourselves, and everybody. How about you let regular people? You let the people keep their money, all of their money. Right. And then you still give people a check. Like Canada, I heard that they give people like women checks just for having a kid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
That's a lot of other countries.
Like
a lot of other countries, maternity leave and stuff like that is way longer than the U.S.
Look at
because they need that.
Look at this virus. People got $2,000 a month, no questions asked. Meanwhile, and over here in the United States, we got Trump we're going to debate. Republicans and Democrats are going back and forth debating about money. Why are y'all debating about this shit? While y'all debating and holding talks off and shit, people are suffering right now. Like, I don't get how y'all not thinking yo, people need the money. We're not going to debate about this. Just because y'all pocket's good don't mean everybody else's pockets is good out here. You feel me? People need that bread. And that bread, it's not like that bread's going to get used for nothing else than bills. You feel me? People are still going through it. This coronavirus is still going through it.
Yep.
And you're only going to give people $1,200 again?
Right.
That shit ain't, $1,200 ain't nothing. Y'all know that. Y'all probably spend $1,200 on a fucking meal.
Right.
Because y'all motherfuckers is just rich bastards apparently. So we're not there yet. So therefore, and even if we were, our families, other places, family members, friends, other people, they need that shit. They got bills to pay. You feel me? And I feel like they don't care about. Because at the end of the day,
of course not.
I'm like, y'all debates about the shit matter more than what's actually the people are actually getting.
Right.
But
you sit all day in them chambers and then come up with another $1,200. It's like, oh, okay.
After all of this, there should be residual. Everybody should get $5,000 or some shit like that.
And even still, that's just gonna get sucked up by bills.
Yeah.
People are still, like you said, people are still behind. People got put in a fucking hole because of this shit. A hole that some people might not be able to climb out of. Businesses that we are staples in America, just in general, are going out of business.
Right.
And will never come back. Yeah, not that I'm crying over Lord Taylor, but it's just an example.
I mean, even the mom and pop shops that that weren't prepared for nothing.
Who couldn't pay their workers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To sit home. They get those businesses have to pay unemployment. That comes out of their overhead. And
I'm saying people still got to pay money on just rent in shops, even if your shop ain't open.
Right.
Still
Exactly.
Have to pay rent.
Yeah, you got to pay electric still. You got to pay the heat. Even though you're not in there, you can turn it off, and then he can go back tomorrow. Now you got to wait.
Yeah.
So it was there just in case. Yeah, a lot of restaurants went away. They but it comes down to that, and I say this every time I talk about this issue. Americans are fucking selfish.
Yeah.
For 4 weeks we couldn't chill and sit and use a mask. Oh, it's impeding on my freedoms as an American. It's bro, it's a mask. Calm down. Right. And there's also a virus going around that will kill you. Now we can get into the semantics of it's less than 1% death rate and all that stuff. Fine, but it's the spread.
Right, exactly.
If the rest of the world is taking this shit very seriously, and we see that, this is how twisted Americans are. Oh, the Democrats did that all across the country. They made sure to show us that China is cleaning their streets. What? Wait, what? You mean to tell me Switzerland and Africa and everywhere else is just in on it?
Hell no. Not at all.
And if it is, that's the greatest scheme ever.
Gotta be.
It's the greatest scheme ever.
If that was the case, then yeah.
Yeah, like I couldn't even be mad at that. I was like, oh, y'all did that. Y'all definitely pulled the wool over the eyes. That was great. But I highly doubt that. I highly doubt. Both my grandparents got COVID. Just got out the hospital from that shit. Yeah, they was about to go say what's up to Jesus. That shit got tough for a bit. So like when people are like, nah, that shit's fake, like I want to slap you, because like I literally seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just them. My mom has a bunch of friends who died from COVID. It's people out here getting the shit. So not to get super political and
that's a fact, nah.
All in the, you know what I mean? Like
but it's of course, you feel me. I feel you. It's been a fucked up time.
Yeah.
And I just want the world to go back to normal. But we gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Like they said, like shit, like that's one thing that like Harris did say, right? Like Trump mishandled.
For sure. Everybody
way
believes that
going on. Like you feel me? Like he mishandled. I get you see what happens when a motherfucker's put in a situation where you gotta take care of your country for real.
Right.
And it ain't about war.
Right.
And it ain't about just pushing a button no more. It's about signing some shit, getting some shit done.
Right. Being that face, like, it took him, until May to put the mask on and be like, oh, yeah, you should wear a mask. The whole time, he was like, you need a mask. You don't need a mask.
Yeah, and even him, he's like, I don't wear a mask because it causes public outcry if they see a president with a mask. I'm like...
It's like, wait, what? That would actually bring all your base together and be like, well, if the president's doing it, goddamn it, I'll put the goddamn mask on.
I'm gonna wear the goddamn mask.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna find Carol Baskin's husband.
Yeah, right. All that stupid shit. Like, you got these Make America Great Again hats. We're gonna get into that, too, by the way. I like that. You got the Make America Great Again hats. You know that's making them money. Why don't you make America Great Again masks?
Yeah.
I don't know why he didn't think of that, Mr. Businessman.
And he probably, I ain't gonna lie, he probably has them, but he's not gonna wear one.
Right. You see when he went to that GM plant and there was like, please wear a mask in here. We literally just deep cleaned the whole shit. He strolls in with no mask. Yeah, how you doing? Shaking hands. Yeah. I'm like, yo, you're an asshole. Right, as soon as they left, they had to shut the shit down again and send everyone home.
I hope that motherfucker gets COVID.
He probably had it at one point. Because remember that little bit of time he wasn't really out? He was just in the back. It was like, what's wrong with the president? He had to like lift his hand to drink water and shit. He's like, oh,
I don't know. Maybe it's that old ass age kicking his ass.
Maybe it's something.
About time.
He was on the podium like.
About time. About time, man.
Oh man, but I just worry about if Biden were to get in, how old he is and how like literally forgetful he is. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, you can either go with the blue devil or the red devil. You can make your choice. And like you said, you should never have to pick between the lesser of two evils.
Right.
That's disgusting.
Mm-hmm. And I also feel like they should make it easier for people to vote at this time. If they could send out checks to people, if they could send out motherfucking bills to people, like they could send that out and trust the mail with that. They could trust the mail with motherfucking voting ballots. Like they should be able to mail in voting ballots.
You see the funny thing about
don't have to go to these motherfucking spots and still touch shit and vote. You could have made that way more easier.
Right. Let's see, the funny thing with that is, just recently, I don't know if you saw, but Trump just fired the Postmaster General. And then he put his man as the Postmaster General. And then the next day took out the mail sorting machines in some of the depots. And then you see in the West Coast, they took a ton of the mailboxes off the street. So he's literally trying to like rig this shit to where you can't, or if you do mail-in ballots, it's going to be rigged. 100%. He does this every time there's like some opposition. Like it's crazy, but you got to sit back and laugh at this shit sometimes. It's just like, yo, you're an insane tyrannical motherfucker. Yeah. Like what? He built a wall around the White House.
If you seen him motherfucking if you watch that TV show that he had before he became president,
The Apprentice.
You see how crazy he got when he couldn't buy the bills?
I didn't see that.
He got crazy. He was like, honestly, Not gonna lie to y'all. Would y'all have rather given up him being the owner of the Bills so he wouldn't be this president right now? Or would y'all rather have him as the president right now?
You could keep a fucking football team. I can give less than a fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I
you know, Bills Nation and all that. Got the Bills helmet sitting right here and all that shit. But, like, at the end of the day, I'd rather have, you know, a functioning country with respect on our name.
Yeah, Pagula kind of Pagula got in the way of him buying them and shit.
Yo,
so,
look at Buffalo again.
Yeah.
Why is it always us?
Yeah, you know, we got some shit.
It always boils down to Buffalo. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I seriously think, because when Trump was at that rally here, he's like, yeah, the Pagulas have done a fine job. They've done a fine job.
A fine job.
A very fine job. Look at this football team. It would have been better if I owned it, but
he always got to throw a little jab in there.
Throw some little bullshit in there, and then you got the random white people in the back, like.
Right, yeah, that was funny.
I was like,
that was funny.
Yo, what is going on? I'm like, yo, I thought this was a rally, not a motherfucking concert.
Right.
Shit. I'm like, y'all get juiced up behind whatever he was saying, you feel me? And like I said, like, it's just messed up that the majority of his supporters are a specific type of person. Like even if it's not even a white person, it's a hillbilly, redneck, beer drinking. Oh, well, I beat on my wife and I have sex with my family members. Head ass motherfuckers. And that's really what it be. And that's I swear, and it's sad that you can kind of point out a specific, I'll say a specific genre of person. It's a specific genre of person. Like, you can pick out a specific genre of person and that's it. Like, you just go reach for a book. Oh, yep, I know this one is all about Trump and racist values. Okay, I'm going to put that one to the side. Gotta do that with people, man. If you find you a Trump supporter that isn't open to... If you find you anybody that's a supporter of any politician that isn't open-minded enough to at least even hear you out on anything your side has to say, if you are with that shit deeply, don't talk to them, because it's only going to end up in a fight or something worse, somebody getting killed. Because I'm sure, so that's why, like, when it comes to politics, like, I guess maybe I get into it and I understand enough of it, but I just don't step foot in a place where I don't know. If it ain't about police brutality, I don't know about it for real. Like, all of this general politics they get into, like, I just know that they're fucking us over, and something needs to change.
Right. And you can leave it at that.
Yeah.
Let's get into your music, though. We are 43 minutes in. Good conversation, though.
Yeah, how long again?
43.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, 43 minutes. You see, the time flies when you actually are talking about something.
Facts.
Worthwhile. Is Dub your favorite song still?
Nah.
Now, what's your favorite song now?
Of course.
Word.
Yeah.
Word. I fuck with that shit, too.
Appreciate that.
I dropped that project. Yo, look at me, can't even speak. You know what I was about to say. I chopped the top of the Porsche. You doing a video to that?
Yeah, that's a fact. That shit gonna be bugged out crazy.
Word.
That shit gonna be pretty nice.
When do you think you're gonna do something like that?
Video, I could probably say, with this COVID going on, everything's kind of getting booked in advance, so I could say a video's probably gonna get shot next month.
Okay.
Possibly released. I know, and timing is hard now. Timing for things is hard now, so it might start to get cold. October, you might see some shit where I was in the warm weather or some shit. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, because it's just the concept and ideals you got to come with. Sometimes you're going to take some time with shit, and with this COVID going on, you just ain't able to book things like you want to book them when you can book them. So I'm just not gonna not do things. Like I said, I stood on it at the beginning of this year when I said I'm gonna get more visuals out. I'm gonna let people know, like, yo, I could run up these views too, not just my streams. You feel me? Like, and I also want to let people, like, just delve into my mind and kind of see, like, how I pretty much if not co-directing, directing my whole videos as to how I want it to go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
word.
Yes,
What's
sir.
up? So, I don't know if like you did this or who made this, or I feel like this is just a saying that's been around. Good pussy inspires you.
Shout out my man's Ahmed. You know what I'm saying? Like he got the Fresh Dogs clothing line.
Okay.
He made the Good Pussy Inspire Me shirts.
Okay.
If you go look up that Young Thug song with Lil Duke.
Yeah.
In the video, he got a dude was in the back dancing and he had his coat. You could only peep it. You could peep it, but he had the Good Pussy Inspire Me shirt on.
Oh, word.
And that just goes to show that it reaches.
Right.
And
that was a while ago too.
Yeah, you feel me?
Barter
like,
6.
Yeah. So Ahmed been killing shit since, and it's not just even like just regular Fresh Dog clothing. Like his the Good Pussy Inspire Me joint be crazy. Like he drops collections and
nice.
Like he's a dope fashion mind. You feel me? Like he be on it. Like he definitely be on it.
Where's he from?
I think he might be from the city. You feel me? He might be from the city, but I know he be here. I think he went to Buff State.
Oh, true.
So he be around, but that's my boy. He always show love. He look out. I got a couple of. You can actually go get some Fresh Dog clothing right now. FreshDogsClothing.com. You feel me? Or you can go look up Stylinol PM2 on Instagram.
That's a hard ass name.
Yeah, Stylinol PM. You feel me? Like, and he gon'
that's him.
Just DM him and he gonna get you right. You feel me? He got masks. You know what I'm saying? He got Fresh Dog masks. I got me one. I was gonna wear it today, but you know it is what it is, bro. But definitely go check him out for real.
Right.
And this shirt came from the Bigger Buffalo brand. Shout out the Bigger Buffalo brand. You did.
That's cool. A little mosaic of a buffalo.
Yeah, fact.
And they're obviously from here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they got an Instagram.
Yeah. My man's shout out Tom Gilmore. Tom Gilmore, and it's the Bigger Buffalo brand.
Dope. So did Good Pussy inspire you to do anything ever?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Good. I
did it inspire you to do?
hopped out Good Pussy and went right in the studio. I didn't told Shorty. I done had Shorty's mad as fuck. Girls mad as hell. Like, yo, I'm sorry. I gotta go to the booth. I gotta go rock out. I can't lay up right now. I can't. This is just not the time. You feel me? Like especially when I'm one of them people that firmly believe if I don't record something when I have it right then and there and it's not written down,
yeah,
I tend to lose it or will tend to come back later when I don't need it then, or it's not a time for that. You feel me? So I just like to get in the studio as soon as possible, and I try to get better on that. Now I try to write my songs ahead of time. You feel me?
Before you get to the studio,
right? So I'm not wasting money.
Right. That's the most important thing. I've seen so many people come to the studio and just be like, I don't have the flow. What do you mean? Like, you think you're paying for this?
You don't even have the melody.
I don't understand you. Yeah, right.
But you know, it's crazy. But people, shout out my man Elijah Hooks at
yeah, shout out to him. He does a lot of big shit.
Yeah, GCR. You feel me? He put me on to the fact that he's like, man, like people like Lil Baby and like an A Boogie, he was rocking with them, and he was like, bro, they was in the studio for like an hour and a half, and they ain't have a melody, and I was like, oh shit,
wow.
And it was kind of crazy because I'm like, so they was just, he's like, yeah, they was just humming, trying to get a melody, they didn't have nothing. I'm like, oh shit, so that made me kind of feel like, how does motherfuckers put songs together? And then he said that like, when they doing that singing shit and all of that shit, they damn near pull the microphones right up next to the producer like this, just so, like, they could, I don't know, maybe it hums the melodies or it's easier for them. And I see a lot of people recording like this too sometimes, like right at the desk, right next to the engineer, and I'd be like, damn, that's different, but it's, I never understand how some dudes end up with a finished product of their music, but I mean, I guess weirder things happen. Yeah,
I mean, I guess I can get that where you pull it up right when the beat is on, so you don't have to go to the booth, be isolated. You could just be right there. But I don't know about recording the whole finished joint right there. I could see about tracing right there, but yeah, that's different. just like say some bullshit.
Yeah, I've never. I don't think. Yeah,
just to
I've
like
ever,
lay the.
I've never done that. Like just humming some shit into like a hymn or a harmony, and I'm sitting here like I can get a harmony in my head. I'm gonna put it down. I'm not gonna hum something for like 2 hours because I feel like I would waste my time.
2 hours is crazy.
2 hours
to not come up with anything. That's kind of nasty. At that point, it's like I kind of feel like you're lying to us at this point. Right. I'm like, do you really sit here and do this? Like, I don't really know. Let's talk about the hat. Made you look. Black Lives Matter. Where'd that come from? Did you make that?
No, it came from Etsy.com. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
ETSY.
Yeah.
.com. I don't remember who made it, but I seen it. I seen it on like I don't know, like it was scrolling through IG, and apparently the Black Lives Matter, like talking about it. You know, internet be on some shit
because it's trendy.
Yeah, it's trendy, and when you talk about some shit, you know what I'm saying, it pops up on your
phone. Oh yeah,
for sure. I'm on IG just scrolling. I'm like, huh, okay, buy it. I wanted it. You feel me? Like, and I think about it like, man, like I know it's gonna be some beef I'm gonna get into about this or something. Like I'm gonna get into about this, but shit, I stand on this. You feel me? And I'm gonna keep standing on for everything I believe in. You feel me? Even if I don't go full force with like I said before, the songs fully or like videos and things like that, but I can still get my point across by just showing where I stand and talking about it, and talk about my stance on it and where I'm coming from and telling my story about it and how I want things to be.
Got you. Has anyone ever said anything to you yet about that hat?
Nah. I'm waiting for it. Because I'm waiting for anybody that's like racist or a combination. And I'm not going to say, not all Trump supporters are racist. That's a fact.
Right.
But they are blind to a racist, like looking up to a racist person.
For sure.
You feel me? And so if I run into some shit where somebody sees this and they assumed it was a Trump hat and they get a crumpled up, balled up look on their face like, if you're not going to do nothing, homie, then fuck ya. Because at the end of the day, if you not, because I know a couple people that support Trump in a kind of way, but are still Black Lives Matter supporters to the point where, but they just they know not to say that they're Trump supporters around anymore. They just know.
It's a lot of hidden support.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I'd rather appreciate that because I know you not gonna try to pop on me or I don't gotta rough your ass up because you got a problem with the hat I got on because you thought it was a Make America Great Again hat when it was really a ha-ha.
Right.
It made you look.
Right. Get a little Nas on him real quick.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nas, did you hear that new joint he just put out? It's called Super Black. And he goes like Doja Cat a little bit. He said, I'm totally the opposite of Doja Cat. I thought that was funny. Do you know about Doja Cat situation?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know how the fuck the VMAs or whatever the fuck that shit is going to even let her perform. I would have, what they call, they don't, my bad, it's not black ball anymore, it's called white ball. I'd have white balled her ass. Doja Cat, you look good and all that good shit, but sorry, fuck ya. You was in a chat room with a bunch of racist people, and them dudes only wasn't being racist to you because they wanted to see your pussy.
Right.
That's the only thing that was. So, with that being said, you was sympathizing with these racist motherfuckers. So that shows what type of shit you probably be on behind closed doors.
Definitely.
You shouldn't have let it got out, bitch. Sorry for you. You're done. In my book, you're done. And I know in my book it don't really mean much, but I hope in a lot of other people's books, your ass is done too. Because you was a solid artist. I appreciate the weird hip hop, the weird artists in the community. You feel me? But not when you. That's not weird. That's racist. You got some shit wrong with you. It's embedded in your ass. You need to correct that shit. Ain't no apologies. Ain't none of that shit. If your ass done, man.
I think it's over for her.
Shit, I hope
it's
so.
Over. Yeah. I don't think she can get real money no more. Unless she like goes full right wing and just sits with the racist. Yeah. I think that's the only way. She gotta have to become a token at this point. Cause you don't put your fucking foot in your mouth.
Yeah.
With everybody.
Yeah. That's a fact.
It's over.
I ain't seen no shit like that in my life. Like, hell no.
Yeah, that's gross. That tailor-made show you did a couple years ago. Is that where you met Ski Mask?
Yeah.
You think that changed your life?
The tailor-made show definitely changed my life in a sense of like, shout out Scott Dancy. You feel me? Like the whole tailor-made crew, fan ambassador, After Dark, everybody that put that shit together, sponsors, all of that shit. Like, I sold like 200 tickets, you feel me?
Nice.
And you feel me? It's hard to sell 200 tickets flat in the city of Buffalo.
For sure.
So, and I always had a belief in why just be, if you in Buffalo, why just be about just your inner city? I'm like, it's so many more people. Like I said before, I be in Cheektowaga, West Seneca. I've been out in these places and I vibe with so many types of people. And I'm like, man, my thing is, why can't you just push these tickets? Like, you know that people are going to come see Juice WRLD. People are going to come see Ski Mask. They might not even know who you are. People have a problem with selling tickets to people they know. Or their fan base just being people they know.
Right.
What about how many motherfuckers got fans that are people that they don't know from a hole in the wall? That people are literally, like, they can send a song to and they're going to actually give them a real true message on how they feel about it.
Right.
Not many. A lot of people got fans that can reach out and see them every day. You feel me? Like, my fans ain't pulling up on me. I love y'all. We gonna get something done soon. This virus gotta get over. We gotta do something like the UK and have like those little metal stages 6 feet apart from each person. We could do some shit like that. I know it's gonna cost a lot, but if one venue is willing to do it, I know all of our artists could put something together and we could get something done.
Oh, is that what that is? Yeah. Everybody had like their little podium.
Yeah. So that's even lit. Everybody feel like they on stage.
That would be sweet.
Y'all can get to feel like y'all on stage, right? You feel me?
Right. Everybody gets a little stage.
Right. You got your bars around you. You feel me? Like, it's dope.
Yeah, that is super dope. That's a great idea, actually.
But I mean, like, when I did the tailor-made joint, bro, like it was different because when I sold tickets to people know they're coming to see Juice WRLD, right?
Right.
But what about promoting who you are? Like, artists like be looking at it like, oh, I just want the money, or I just want to do the show. You can want more for more. You know you're gonna get you're gonna get a back end off the tickets if you sell enough.
Right.
You know you're gonna be able to do the show if you sell enough tickets. Period. So why don't you just add something on there, like when you, like, kids that were young, obviously their parents came, and then you just introduce yourself. Yeah, I'm opening up for, and they're like, oh, word, and their parents, there's kids that I signed tickets for. I might have signed a shirt or two. I might have, you know what I'm saying, like, or parents that might want, like, kids wanted a picture, parents wanted the pictures, you feel me? You're sitting here like, I ain't even do the show yet.
Right.
The show didn't even happen yet,
crowd
you
work.
feel me? Yeah, like, but now I got each person's following me. Each person that cops tickets follow me. Their friends follow me.
Right.
They got to check on me. They got to see who I am, see what I'm doing. And it's just like this whole music, I feel like it's a buying in system. Like, that's why big artists are big artists. People bought into who they are,
them as a person,
what they do, their music, and like you said, like them as a person. You feel me? Like, who they are. And even like you got artists like that shit, like look at like J. Cole, like he might not have, like, he might not be on social media all types of ways, you feel me, but other people have spot him out doing things for the community and things like that. And that's those type of things. Like, he might not show you who he is on social media, but he's gonna show you who he is. He's out here with people, getting on metro buses, chilling, just riding. You're like, I just seen J. Cole walk by me. You feel me? You're like,
was that
oh
real?
Shit. Like, okay, but it's that type of thing. Like, I felt that type of vibe. Like, oh shit, people, like, I got a fan base to the point where, like, boom, I'm like, when I did that show, it was just a crazy vibe. It was, you feel me? And I did that with Boss Up Music Group, the team that I had, but we disbanded because
I was gonna ask you about that too.
We disbanded basically because boys wanted to go their own way and do their own things. Like,
right.
I look at it like, remember I told you like it's hard before, like some people don't believe in what you got,
right?
But it's so crazy because they don't believe in what you have, and then when you continue to move along without them, it'll anger them.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like I said in the same nigga joint. They green full of envy. They faces can't hide it. I get it. I got it. I get it. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
I get what I gotta get, and I got what I need to have. You feel me? Like I just do, and I do everything that I need to do to make sure that I'm pushing forward with my career on all aspects. You feel me?
Right.
And I just basically I try to get boys music on streams. They didn't want to do it.
And that's not even like a lot of money to do.
No, it's not.
It's super easy,
right,
actually.
Right. But I'm like, how you gonna make money off of not investing anything? I'm like, shit ain't gonna come free. I'm like, just because you see me putting these shows together, you're not there talking to the promoters. Y'all not there feeling how I'm feeling. I'm like, if we come, boys used to bring me shirt money on tickets. You feel me? Because they would try to give their family discounts, and I get that. But a real nigga is going to take his money. If you gave your cousin a discount on tickets that I gave you to sell because you said you need them, and you gave him a discount, a real nigga is going to come and put his own money out of his own pocket on top of that to make the ticket price what it was supposed to be.
Right.
So you don't. So but nah, niggas looked at me like I felt like niggas treated me like they ain't really give a fuck about me because they come to me with shirt bread and be like, bro, this what I got. I gave so and so tickets. And I be sitting here like, damn, bro, like, do you even care about what we got going on? Like, you know, this shit can get real critical. Like, you don't know. We deal with different promoters. One promoter, all tickets for one dickhead promoter or promoter. And that's not even really being a dickhead because I think I'd be like that if I was promoter.
For
like,
sure.
I need my money on point.
Yeah, all
of it. On point.
That's how
I already accounted that for everything. If I ain't got my shit on point, bro, I'm sorry, y'all not performing.
Right.
That's how I would go. So coming with that mentality, and I feel like I'm blessed because I didn't run into nobody like that. But there was times where myself, I'd have to put that money in.
Right.
And you know how that feel like other people wouldn't feel that, but you. So those nights where I go through that myself, and I'll be sitting here like, damn, I thought I could trust my boys.
Right.
I thought I could trust my boys. But then it's like that goes to show how bad they want it. You feel me? Like.
Not very.
Like my mans that performed with me at the Taylor Made show, he couldn't make a little white lie up for work to be like so he don't gotta come into work. I'm like, bro, you gonna stay and soak up all this fan love, or you gonna leave? Gone right after he performed. You feel me? I'm like, bro, people looked like that was like they don't remember who the hell you were. You were a blur. You came and you left.
Right. People not at that level yet to be like, yo, I remember that dude at all. There was one show I did where I got off stage, and I always stay around for people, and then I leave with the crowd. It was people from not even, they were just walking by, like, yo, we were like walking by, and was like, oh shit, there's a show here, and then you fucking smashed. Like, it was like, yo, I had to get a picture with you. I was like, yo, see, if I would have dipped, I would have never got any of that, like, any of that exposure, any of that experience. Right, exactly. So, like, people got to get out their own mind and be like, yo, I'm too cool for this.
Right, because then it's crazy because then later on people will be like, they'll drop something and they ain't doing enough views or enough streams, and they're sitting there like, man, I thought y'all cared about me. This, that,
yo, that's the funniest shit.
I'll be like, bruh, do you care about your fans? I'll be like, do you really care? The few fans that you've made? Like, my thing be like, I can't wait till, like, towards the end of this year, beginning of next year, I'm gonna be doing a lot of giveaways. You feel me? Like, giving back.
That's huge. That's huge.
Like, yeah, giveaways. Trying to give back just to be like, yo, because your fans look out for you, like just supporting you. You feel me? And like I said, these are people that you don't know personally. They don't see you every day. They don't see you every month. So they might not see your ass all year, but on IG and social media. Right. But they still show you love. They don't act fake towards you.
Right.
So it's like, I feel like I owe that to them. I'm like,
for
shit,
sure.
Like just looking out, because at the end of the day, they don't have to listen to me. They don't have to act like they care about what I'm doing. They don't have to act like, they don't got to do none of that.
Right.
But they do, for the simple fact, and that's why I say, like, only a few people that like the intermediate people I know, like they kind of listen to my music, you feel me, but they don't listen to it as much as my fans, and I don't be hurt by it. I just know what time it is when it's that time. When it's that time, I know what time it is to where when motherfuckers be like, oh, now you want to be around, now you want to be with it, and I'm like, I'm not with you like that. I'll be like, bro, you don't really fuck with my shit. Don't ask me to do this, that, or the third. You don't really fuck with my shit.
Right.
I see it in your face, or I see how you operate, and I'll be like, bro, it's cool. It's cool. I'll be like,
over there.
Yeah, you stay over there. You feel me? If I gotta go take this trip here, motherfucker, you could go see pictures or some shit. You go see some shit. Like, I'm the type, I bring a motherfucker out of town with me and then treat his ass like a kid. Like, oh, you gotta stay here or some shit. I gotta go do this. And the motherfucker be mad as hell, but then you be like, bro, you don't, like, I just be trying to, like, when I try to build that team, I try to put people in an aspect to where we could be all bosses. We could all get to a point where don't nobody know who runs this shit, but people don't want to put in the same work that I want to put in, and it kill me because I be like, at that point, I feel like I'm feeding niggas and not eating with, I'm spoon feeding niggas, but not eating with them.
Right.
You feel me? Like, I can't eat myself. Like, I had the Boss Music Group page I was running. I was posting their pictures for them. You feel me? Like, nobody was cool enough to be like, yo, can I get access to the page so I could throw some shit on there? And I, like, you would think people want to be gassed up to be like, yo, I want to do that shit too. Like, bro, when I started this music shit, bro, 5 years ago, didn't nobody give a fuck about me to the point where, like, they wanted to give me knowledge on anything like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, bro, like, I fuck with Ponzo Houdini now, but when I was younger, you feel me? Like, I remember he hit me up and was like, you want me to tell you what labels don't know about like, what don't want you to know about, like, music? And I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm thinking we just gonna kick it, smoke, chill. He told me my consultation started at $500. I said,
oh my God.
I was like,
Ew.
bro, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm like, bro, I don't live in LA, and I'm not an LA kid with some money that's just trying to. I'm like, that's when I thought, I'm like, yo, motherfuckers looked at me like I was a lick or some shit. And
right.
I'm not no lick.
That's
you feel
always
me? Like,
how they look at you when you first come in.
Bro, but it's crazy because I didn't talk to people that went to seminars, and there's times where I didn't talk about music. And when I've talked about music to certain people that go to a lot of seminars, they tell me that I've gained some knowledge about music industry without having to go to seminars, and I know enough.
Right.
Like, hell no, by no means do I know everything or know so much. That's why I'm not in it yet, but I know enough to the point where I don't have to pay for people's knowledge at what I do, because I'm damn near, I'm not charging nobody for my knowledge, but I do. But if I charge people for a feature, that's not my knowledge, but I do. Like, if you pay for a feature and you come to rock with me, hell yeah, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know some shit, because it wasn't like we was rocking before. You feel me? But it's like, you believing in me enough to pay me for that feature to understand what we can do with this. And understand, like, it's crazy because I dump feature money back into projects that I do shit with. You feel me? Like, motherfuckers be sitting here like, I'm like, bruh, I really work with people. Really work with people. Motherfuckers be looking at me like, man, I could do that too. I'll be like, then do it, bruh. Like little promo videos when I'm saying, like, I'm coming to a bar somewhere. I don't give a fuck if the bar is a little small, hole in the wall bar. Right. Like, people think you gotta be getting a bag for a show to want to get behind your camera and do a promo joint. Yeah. Wake your ass up, have your mans or somebody, or you hold your phone up somewhere, get you a promo video. This is free promo for you and the venue. Oh, God bless if the venue got an Instagram. Right. If venue got an Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you could tag them up. They might have not known who the fuck you was or gave a fuck about you, but you go in there. You motherfucking talk to the right person who knows the person who runs their social media or whatever. Boom, bing, bang, boom. You done just created a relationship instead of you going there and just performing, because 9 out of 10 odds, you're like the third party. Like, the company comes in that's throwing the show. They meet them personally, the people who owns the shit. Sometimes they don't meet the person that owns the shit personally, and you're the ones performing. Right. So the only time y'all interact with the people at the bar or whatever is if y'all getting food or buying something to drink. Right. You feel me? That's the only way. But other than that, why not be a boss yourself and go speak? I'm with that shit. I go speak to a motherfucker that don't even know nor give a fuck about us performing tonight. But guess what? I'm gonna let them know who I am.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let them know who I am. I'm gonna let them know everything, and I'm gonna just. I gotta. That's just in me though. You feel me? Like if a little business, like local businesses, little pizza shop follows you. I don't know. Just Pizza follows you on IG. I'm not saying do me like Papa John's, go make a Just Pizza song, because that I doubt that they're going to show you that same love that Papa John's showed back to me, even though it's local. You would think they would, but go in there, buy some pizza, make a video, have your mans or somebody make a video of you enjoying a pizza or they wings and enjoying it in they spot. It might be a little bit harder now with this virus and all of that going on, but after this is over and said and done and we out of this, man, everything's a lot more clean, and people, man, go out and just show the businesses that if they followed you back, they followed you on IG for some random reason. Somebody did that.
Right.
Somebody did that.
Right.
So go find out who did it, make a little video in a business, and especially when it's local, like mom and pop shops, like I said, like people love to see that, because people that go to, it's kind of trendy, like people that go to them businesses. I don't care if you, especially if you never been there. I done had Franco's Pizza before I even ate Franco's. Follow me on IG like years ago. Mm-hmm. I went there, made a little promo video. This is back when I had an Android, fuzzy ass camera and shit. Looked like
humble beginnings.
Yeah, damn near looked like block people and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was like my man did a little video. I'm like, man, come to Franco's. You already know how we get it in here. About to crush this pizza real quick though.
Right.
Just turn the pizza box around. Ooh, that shit look good. Crushed it, you know what I'm saying? And ate it. Like, and it's just a little clip video, and I think I put that on. That was on Facebook when I first had Facebook. You feel me? And tagged Franco's, and Franco's took the. You know what I'm saying? They took the video and put it on they Facebook page. You feel me?
Right.
So it's things like that where. It's just like, man, it's just like, it's not even about exposure, but it's about, like, especially when it's mom and pop shops, like, support them too. Like, if they got IGs, or if you buy some out of mom and pop shop, check out their IG. Even if they didn't initially come to you first.
Right.
Shit, go to them. Make a little clip in the store, you next to the, like, people in Atlanta do it with every place. That's how places kind of get famous. On no funny shit. Think about it. If you got a following of 800 people, but they're solid. It's a solid 800 people,
right? And
some of them have never been to Buffalo. Some of them live in like Western New York, but like outskirts, like haven't been on Elmwood Strip or something like that. And you was at the record store, and there might be people that follow you that like records. Their parents might like records. They see that, they might show their parents, or you never know. And some businesses don't realize how you can bring them business until you actually show them that you're bringing in business, and you're not shaking them down, no funny stuff, but you're like, hey, you know what I'm saying? If you want me to do promotion for y'all, let me know. I mean, shit, we all need the promotion in some form or aspect, you know what I'm saying? So why not get it through social media? And it's like, it depends on what type of business you have, like what your business and brand is about, or who are you as a person? Would you mind if I posted it on my gram because I got cursing sometimes on my shit? Does it have to be clean? Would you push this through a clean? It depends. You never know until you try. You feel me? You never know. And it's just like the reaching out to Papa John's. Like, you never know until you try it. It was just a Twitter thing. I was eating Papa John's pizza at the time, and it came together like that.
Right.
So it's a crazy situation how businesses, you know what I'm saying, like, you can really work with businesses, but you have to really talk to people, like, and that's why I tell all the time, like, the dudes that was in my team, I'm like, y'all act like y'all don't want to talk to people, y'all act like y'all don't gotta be here when you gotta be here.
Right. I'm
not the most on time person at all, I promise you that. I'll be late in the motherfucker sometimes. I was late today, you feel me? But
right.
It'd be little shit that comes involved that is out of your control, but it's just making good on what you was talking about trying to do. You
right.
feel me?
Right. So with that Papa John's thing, I feel like I remember the tweet that you sent out initially. Like, I feel like you was almost half playing. when you initially did it. Am I wrong in that?
What'd you say?
When you first did the Papa, like you start doing the Papa John's thing, he was like, "Yeah, let me make y'all a theme song or something like that." Like early days, or am I just misremembering
about
this?
A year. It's probably like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
When I did that, and they tweeted back like, "Really? That." I'm like, "Yeah, I got this."
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of like love ever since. They just followed me back on my new Twitter today because I got blocked off that last Twitter for that beef with Chad Ochocinco and shit.
What did you do with Chad Ochocinco?
Nah, because I told him that he tried to mentor Antonio Brown. I seen a video on this before Antonio Brown lost all his marbles and was still on Pittsburgh. And he was like, I'm like, you ever seen Toy Story where it was like the little green Martian man was like, one of us.
Yeah.
One of us. Like, I basically was trying to say, like, yo, Antonio Brown is on a better path than Ochocinco ever was on pace to be. Ochocinco was more of a class clown type of receiver, and he was good, but he was a class clown, so people couldn't get past that.
Right.
And I basically posted in the thing, I'm like, this is the same situation where when Buzz Lightyear was about to get snatched up by the aliens, I'm like, some of our own people are comfortable with seeing you in the same position that they're at. Like, you could break the record books, you could win a Super Bowl, but if you don't, some of these motherfuckers are more comfortable with seeing you knowing that you are right on the same wavelength with them, or them feeling like that. Mm-hmm. You're out here with me, I'm gonna embarrass you in videos, and you gonna play defender, and I'm gonna do these crazy cuts and make these videos to try to get back in the NFL because you're still in the NFL.
Right.
All meanwhile, that's ruining I'm going to let you think that that's cool, but it's ruining, like, people are looking at you like, why the fuck are you doing that?
Right.
Like, you're, like, on pace, like, to beat, you could at least get to Jerry Rice's numbers if you keep getting 1,500 yards a season, but people just, and then he got so mad that he was like, man, you need to get a job or all of this. He was like, y'all Buffalo artists ain't shit. This, that, and the third. And so it was crazy. It was crazy because, bro, when I posted that, bro, he deleted it within like 15 minutes because it was like, what, bro? It was probably 60 people on his ass. Mm-hmm. And it was like, yo, like 60 people from Buffalo on his ass, and he deleted it fast as hell. And me and him just got in an argument, and he was more mad about me calling him the green aliens trying to suck Antonio Brown into a life of, well, I'm gonna train with you and be your mentor. How can you be somebody's mentor if you have not been in the same position they've been in? Like, you've been a wide receiver, yes. You've had some okay numbers, yes. But motherfucker, you bounced around multiple teams. He was with one team at that time. You didn't, like, it's just crazy as hell to see how a dude could really try that. So, and I'm like, bro, you're asking girls to cash app you $5 on like Twitter and shit, but you look up your net worth and you have money, so way more money. So I'm not hearing. It makes me upset. So he ended up. I can imagine that's how I got my account restricted because I posted a picture of his girl with her forehead split after he headbutted her and shit.
Oh shit.
Cause this went on. He actually kept tweeting back. Like, we was tweeting back at each other for about probably it was at nighttime. It was probably like 3 hours, 4 hours.
Oh wow.
You feel me? Like,
when was this recent?
This was like last year.
Oh, last year. Okay.
You feel me? And it was crazy because he ran up my streams.
Nice.
He was like, he told people, go play this dude's music, with headphones on. I'm like, okay. And he was like, seriously, man, anybody tell you your music is trash, you need a coach, you need a big homie or something, or a mentor yourself. I'm like, okay, bruh. Okay. Then I'm arguing with all of his fans individually, and I know how Twitter works. Right. I'm with the Twitter shit.
Twitter is crazy.
You're not gonna get me to hang myself or slit my wrist or do some. You're not gonna get me to take some pills and want to disappear from the world. No, my life. There's 1,000 people telling you "fuck you" on Twitter.
Oh no, what do I do?
I can't handle it. I'm with the shits. I'm with the shits. Fuck with me on Twitter. I'm with the shits at Hefebossup. I'm with the shits. I promise you. I'm with the shits. I done argue with athletes, a few celebrities. I done been watching a movie and just been like, yo, this motherfucker look like a real dickhead. If I feel like that, I'ma tweet that and it's gonna work. I didn't argue with Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith. Don't fuck with me, bro. I promise you. I will tweet some shit and have you try to block me or get me restricted. That's why I hate how the world is now, because everything got to be restricted. I'm like, I didn't kill nobody in a video or no shit.
Right.
I'm like, I'm just saying hey, if I got to say some wild shit to a motherfucker, I got to say some wild shit to a motherfucker.
Right. That shit is hilarious.
Like, bruh.
So, shit, wrap up the Papa John's thing. They said, "Oh, really?" And you said, "Yeah, let me make this shit pop and all that." How did you come up with just that, the hook, everything? Just
the beat. Like, I'm one of them dudes. As crazy as it sounds, like I write. I was just literally just writing a second ago. Like I write bars with no beat sometimes.
Right.
So then all of a sudden a melody that I didn't even think, that wasn't even in my head, that just somehow fits. I'm like, oh shit, that's how sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, like I go in the studio, I try to stay away from it, but I just gotta still get shit out, you feel me? I don't know where to put certain, if I got some nice shit in my phone, I'm gonna put that shit out, but I'm figure out sometimes what to put it on. And I was just like, I already had the beat. And I was just like, man, I'm going to cycle through these beats real quick, because I'm like, yo, I'm fucking with this pizza right now. I'm like, I like Papa John's pizza. Like, it was a thin crust, triple pepperoni pizza.
Oh, triple pepperoni.
Yeah,
what is that? They stack them on top of each other?
It's like, no, it's like there's pepperonis on the crust. There's pepperonis from the beginning to the end, you feel me? And it was just real good. And I was like, yo, I need a song for this right now. Hit the studio. We got to it. It was crazy. The song was done in like an hour.
Word. Papa John's. Papa
John's. It's the bomb. Go ahead and tell your mom. You know what I'm saying? Go get some Papa John's. Try that shakaroni, that new joint. You know what I'm saying? That's like a bigger version of what I was talking about.
Oh my God.
Pepperonis all over the thing. You know what I mean? It's like a New York style slice. Go get some.
And with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick. This is Hefebossup Papa John's official music video.
Yes, sir.
Are you okay? Here.
Hey man, do you need some water? When did you come inside? Jeez. Here, let me help you with those. Kind of heavy. Oh, okay. Holy cow. Yeah, please. All right, after you. Thank you. Take a seat on the couch.
I love Papa John's.
Oh, yeah? You know it's the bomb, right?
Duh.
Papa John's, Papa John's, Papa John's, hey, yeah. Papa John's, it's the bomb, it's the bomb. Go ahead and tell your mom. Papa John's, Papa John's, it's the bomb, it's the bomb. Go ahead and tell your moms. Order up some Papa John's, Papa John's, hot and ready for delivery. I got boxes stacked on top of boxes, every piece is cut in perfect symmetry. If you want a slice, you better get your own. I know you are not no kind of kinda kin to me. You see everybody else's pizza wrong, it ain't Papa John's, then you kidding me. Drippin' sauce and it's so sweet. You know different toppings, that's my kind of treat. If you really tired of the same pie, by the crispy crust we apply the heat. Cause it's better ingredients, better pizza. See, I'm Hefebossup and it's nice to meet you. You see Papa John's is the greatest ever. That mean class in session, I'll be glad to teach you. Papa John's, Papa John's. It's the bomb, Mr. Bomb. Go ahead and tell your mom. Papa John's, Papa John's. Papa John's, Papa John's. It's the bomb, Mr. Bomb. Go ahead and tell your moms. Order up some Papa John's.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Hey, take care.
Thanks for the Papa John's.
Thank you. Take care, y'all.
Let's do it again next week.
It's the bomb, Mr. Bomb. Go ahead and tell your moms. Order up some Papa John's. Papa John's, Papa John's. Hot and ready for delivery. I got boxes stacked on top of boxes. Every piece is cut in perfect symmetry. If you want a slice, you better get your own. I know you are not no kind of kin to me. You see everybody else's pizza wrong, it ain't Papa John's, then you kidding me. Drippin' sauce.
All right, that was Papa John's. Papa by Hefebossup.
It's the bomb, Mr. Bomb. Go ahead and tell your moms. Order up some Papa John's.
That was a dope song. Obviously, I feel like everybody's rocking with that.
Yeah, I keep plugging them. We gonna have to get that meeting down. Let me know when that meeting's down. I know y'all follow me back on my new Twitter today, so I know y'all people. I just need the media team to reach out to me because we got to get this done. Like we got to get Shaq on the remix. You know what I'm saying?
That would be crazy.
We got to get Shaq on the remix.
That would be crazy.
We have to. Like y'all can't deny this has to happen. It was set in stone. Like it was written, it shall be done. So let's get it done. Get it?
For sure. Yeah, that would be a huge look. No pun intended. Oh man, is there anything else you want to talk about at all? Let people know something.
I mean, shit, man. I got a project or two coming out.
Ooh, okay.
It's only gonna be probably 5-6 songs each project. You feel me?
So EPs.
Like EPs, because you feel me. Like it's. I don't want to give y'all too much for y'all to intake too much at one time. So I'ma just give y'all this. I don't have titles for them at all yet. You feel me? Nothing entitled yet. But I just know that I've been in the lab. I got some more singles for y'all. I got some more videos that'll be coming out within the next couple months, probably 2-3. Like I said, I want to do a lot more visuals for y'all because y'all deserve it. I want y'all to take a trip into my mind. Y'all fuck with the music already, but I want y'all to see what visuals I be having that match with the music that y'all listen to. You feel me?
That's important.
And yeah, I wanna do a little bit more everything. I wanna do a little more acting in my videos. You feel me? Just showing people that I got different sides to me, that I can do other things. Music, I feel like music lasts forever, but at the same time, your music career lasts forever. So right. It's I feel like you gotta be knowledgeable of thinking okay, you do make it or you don't. Regardless, what are you gonna do? What's your other talents? And I feel like shit. Like I said, being funny, being goofy. I don't care where I'm from. I'm big on. I don't care where you're from. I could be standing on the block with you selling crack, and I'ma still talk about Dragon Ball Z. On God, that's just the person in me, because I'm not gonna ignore my upbringing or anything I've watched in my upbringing just to seem cool to motherfuckers or to seem like a thug.
Right.
Nah, I'ma still be me, because people gonna remember me regardless you call me weird or not. That's just me. I'm gonna be me regardless who's around. I think that's why people honestly like my energy and enjoy me important. More as a person, because it's I don't switch up no matter who I'm around. That's just a part of me, and that's what's in me, and I just want to see that from as many artists and get them to even understand you ain't famous, and even when you are, you see what happens to some of these fans, some of these artists that treat their fans like shit in public, especially in public. What happens to them? Right. You're in the public eye. You feel me? Even when you're a small up and coming artist, you want some shit to happen like Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen in the Future. You want a motherfucker growing up that fucked with you, might have been your idol. Now he done zoom past you in your life, and now he fucking your wife. Zoom past you in your life, and now he's fucking your wife. Tough. You don't want that. You don't want that, so you better off supporting and showing love. That's why I go to my fans' games when I can, like baseball, football, basketball. I didn't have nobody supporting me, even though I got my pops in my life. Like, still, motherfuckers was just, if somebody didn't do what you did or are trying to accomplish, they won't understand it, so therefore it's hard for them to be there for you. But how about in a world where people that don't entirely understand things that you're doing, they want to just be there to support, to help, to understand. Right. And I feel like I can't create that world, but I can sure contribute to that world and want the world to be like that, even if it doesn't change. But I know for one thing's for sure and two things for certain, going to these kids' games and the look on their faces, whether they win or lose, seeing me there did a lot for them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, they remember that shit. So it's nothing for them to go come to my show or to download my song, because I'm right there with them. Even when I'm not there with them, I'm right there with them. You feel me? And that's the love that people got to show more nowadays, especially with all this shit going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to.
Word. What's the end goal for you? We'll leave it at that. That's the last question. Because there's a lot more that I wanted to ask you, but time has gone on a little bit. We've been up here a little bit. Yeah, for sure. Day.
But my end goal is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to be able to be financially able enough to take care of my family that I have right now, and then my family in the future for forever, you feel me, to be able to just like invest, be able to give back, like be a philanthropist in a sense, to be able to like understand that anything that you accumulate wealth wise, money wise, it wouldn't have happened without the aid of other people. So when people say self-made, they gotta watch that shit, because
right.
How self-made are you? You could be by yourself like me and just have a couple of homies around, and then lost a whole bunch of homies to some shit that you tried to put together because they didn't believe in the shit. So now you just out here, and who got your back? Your fans got your back. Right. The supporters got your back. So without them, are you really self-made? You're self-made as in you went to the studio and you did this shit on your own, that part. Right. But for your music to sell, for you to get, you wouldn't be in that, none of these artists would be in that upper echelon life without the support of their fan base. Right. Without these people buying their merchandise, without the people buying their music. Without that, we wouldn't be able to be who we are, or they, or even people at the top are. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wouldn't be able to be them without companies endorsing them and giving them massive amounts of money to promote their brands, and them. It's just a whole stirring pot. So there's a lot of people that contribute along the way to your success, and I feel like people gotta appreciate and throw that out there more. You feel me? Like, they gotta put that on the forefront to be like, hey, remember some people's names. Like, I'm one of them people. That's why when I go do shows and I'm opening up for artists and people be like, why aren't my lights set up? I didn't have a light show when I was on stage. Well, shit, did you see the guy who was running the lights? Why didn't you go over to him before the set and go ask him, throw him a couple of bucks. Right. Look out for him. Right. Because I guarantee you that motherfucker's going to remember your name, and when you go up on stage and when your lights is hitting with your music and it look like a strobe light and people in the crowd having seizures and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's memorable moments that you wasn't going to get if you ain't say nothing to that dude. Right. If you didn't show him some love and respect. Right. Because you didn't care. Mm-hmm. Be smart about this shit. Talk to the tech guys. Talk to the people that are involved in your shows, because you never know. They might want to listen to your music. They might show you love from you might have created a new relationship, a new friend. You never know. Right. But if you just want to be this mystique, I'm just an artist, and be fickle with people, you're never going to get, you're going to make it harder on yourself.
See, you could be mysterious, but be mysterious in your own space. when you go out to these places, like you said, when you go to a Stamps, for example, go and talk to the engineer, go and talk to the light guy, go talk to the bartender, whoever, because you never know. You might just gain a fan. But, you know, if you want to have that mysterious mystique about you, keep that to the gram.
Yeah, that's
you
a
know,
fact.
Post dark pictures and shit like that.
Even like my man, shout out my man's Bill Saber.
Yo, big shout out to
People-
Bill Saber.
People ignore
Big
him.
shout out to
People
Bill
ignore
Saber.
him, you feel me? And he was on stage with Marilyn Manson, and Marilyn Manson was wearing a T-shirt with his face on it.
A lot of motherfuckers.
Who the hell gets that? That's like me being on stage. Lil Wayne bringing me out on stage and me performing one of my songs. That is crazy. That is epic. That is historical. And
Nobody talked about it.
Nobody talked about it. No news, no nothing, no media. You guys are stupid. That's why we do what the fuck we do, regardless of who talks about us, because at the end of the day, you're going to have to talk about us later on. That's all there is to it.
That's a fact. And we're going to end it at that, man. This is episode 26. Open up something new with Hefebossup. Go check out his music. Links are in the description right now. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you coming by.
You already know, bro. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Peace.